Hello everyone, Supersonic Corey here, and it's time for me to review, by far, the most divisive Star Wars movie ever made. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. My goodness, this movie's so divided. I know people who think this film is just okay, people who like this movie, people who love this movie, people who hate this movie. It's just all over the place. And since this movie is so divided, like I have friends saying, Revenge of the Sith is actually pretty good. It's a lot better than the first two prequels. It's actually pretty good. I mean, I've had conversations with friends and cousins of mine that went like this. Oh my goodness, the prequel sucked.
I don't know, Revenge of the Sith was actually pretty good.
And it's because I heard that this was better, it was giving me a new hope. Okay, that joke was terrible. I just had this feeling of relief because I knew going into Revenge of the Sith it was going to be the best prequel. And I was really excited to gather my own thoughts on the movie because it's very, very divided and I could not wait to get my own opinion. And welcome to probably the shortest review I've done in a while because it's ironically the Star Wars film I have the least to say about. In fact, really, when I finished watching this movie, I don't know what to say about this movie. I don't really have anything to say about it. It's Revenge of the Sith, and that's really it. It's Revenge of the Sith. Honestly, when I watch a movie and I don't know what to think of, like I don't know how I feel about the movie, I think that's when a movie just falls into the okay pile. It's okay. It's not awful, it's not bad, it's not great, it's okay. This is the story all the Star Wars fan wanted to see. Anakin's turn to the dark side of the Force. I was really attracted to this because like people were saying like, oh wow, finally we get to it and this is going to be so much better and it's okay, and in my opinion it's really okay. It's just the turn, like it's just Anakin's turn to the dark side of the Force, and that's really all I have to say about it. And really, that's probably the problem with the original two. When I really think about this movie, I think the problem where this movie went wrong is because of the fact that since I don't like the characters, like the writing and the story and the characters from the first two movies, I don't care about Anakin. So when he finally does turn to the dark side, I just go, turns to the dark side. However, I should be emotionally invested into this. I should be devastated. I should feel sorry for Obi-Wan Kenobi. I should be emotionally invested. But I'm not, because this character was set up so poorly in the first two movies. And since the first two movies did such a terrible job at fleshing out Anakin's character and fleshing out the relationship between Obi-Wan, I really don't care about the emotional conflict with this movie, which is why I just think the story and the characters in this movie is so mediocre. And the action. Okay. The action is, okay. I enjoy the intro to Revenge of the Sith, and I enjoy the fights between Grievous, I think his name is. Yeah, that guy. And I actually really enjoy the climax. Yeah, the final confrontation between Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi. People have actually been bashing this, and people have been going, it just goes on forever and ever and ever and ever, and it just goes on for such a long time, like it goes on for half an hour. It's like the longest battle in history and everything, and I was thinking, wow, this must take forever. And really, I didn't think it was really that long. I was expecting it to be going on and on and on, and after seeing the climax of Attack of the Clones and movies like The Dark of the Moon with Transformers movie, I really didn't think the battle lasted that long. I actually thought I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's overly choreographed, but the way that, like, it's overused with CGI, it's overly choreographed, and I understand where everyone's coming from with all these problems with the battle. But I overall enjoy it. Like, there's the flips and kicks and the fast-paced action and everything, and I just think it's enjoyable to watch, and I have a great time watching it. Yeah, none of these fights, even from all the other movies, like the Darth Maul fight, this fight, and all the other action scenes I said I liked throughout my marathon, yeah, they're nowhere near as good as any of the lightsaber fights from the original trilogy, but that's because the original trilogy is so good. And really, I have barely anything to say about this movie because the writing from all the other films was so bad. Since I don't care about the characters from Phantom Menace and Attack the Clones, I don't have that much of an emotional investment when the stuff that is interesting finally happens to them because I just don't care about them. Which is why, in my opinion, the movie is just okay. In fact, I'm going to give Revenge of the Sith a C. This is an extremely short review because I barely have anything to say about this movie. And really, in my opinion, it could have gotten a higher rating if the movies before it were better and fleshed out the character more, so I cared about the character more. Then I probably would have given it a higher rating. But it's just okay. And that's really all I have to say about it. Stay tuned until next time, because I'm actually now going to see Star Wars Force Awakens tonight. I'm actually going to watch it in cinemas. I'm going to the cinemas to watch it tonight. The trailer made it look amazing. I heard it got really good reviews. I have really high hopes for Force Awakens. So, if The Force Awakens is good, I will be very, very grateful. But I'll find out when I see it tonight. Until then, I'm Supersonic Corey, signing off, and I'll see you in my review for The Force Awakens.